Yo, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Street Coder Nate, and today I'm going to talk to y'all about becoming a programmer the bootcamp way. So once again, I went to the university, then did some self-taught programming, a lot of self-taught programming. Honestly, most of what I know is from self-taught programming. And then I taught at a boot camp. So I got some experience as a teacher at a boot camp, not as a student, but it's all in the same, right? In order to teach, you got to be a student. In order to be a student, you got to be a student. Okay, let's get into it. So the boot camp that I worked at, it was down here in Dallas, and it was real dope. I was a JavaScript bootcamp instructor. So I taught students how to develop websites. They should have already known HTML and CSS. So I taught them how to develop websites using those basic knowledges plus JavaScript. And so we started off with the basics of JavaScript. Then we went into using it on a DOM and then a browser and then all the rest like jQuery and then React JS. I forgot, I can't say all the rest because this video is about boot camps. So React JS was the end, and then they had their full on front end web development introduction. Well, it was real cool. Like, honestly, I'm real down for the idea of boot camps. I love it. Accelerated learning. As I was at the university, I realized you don't need to go to school for 14-week semesters for 4 years in order to learn something that you could learn in 2 months to 3 months to years afterwards, just from funsy type shit. You feel me? So I'm all down for the accelerated learning, but as my experience at the boot camp, what I learned was that a lot of these boot camps aren't really taking the time to show or taking the time to make sure that the students are understanding what they need to understand. And the reason I say that is because as I was teaching this curriculum and I was supposed to follow this curriculum, the curriculum was just so weird and it didn't really make sense in the connection for the student to understand it as a whole. And so as I'm understanding that this curriculum is hard to teach because one, I know that I wouldn't want to learn this way, so I can't really teach it this way. And my students don't really accept it this way. And so that was a little weird. And so I just thought maybe that was that boot camp, that was excuse me. It was that boot camp or whatnot. And so anyway, I ended up doing my thing at the boot camp. And then around that time or later on in COVID, I left to become an entrepreneur. And then as I was an entrepreneur tutoring, right, I was tutoring people who went to boot camps. And as they were coming in and they were getting help from me, I was like, aren't you at a boot camp? And they're like, yeah, but I don't understand anything that's going on. And I realized that was the theme from a lot of people that was coming in. And when the students I was teaching, that was also their theme. It was like, I just really don't understand. I was just like, yeah, and it's just like a accelerated, and they don't take the time. They're giving you all this syntax, and you probably like, what's the point of this damn syntax? And they're not making those connections. And so I would say like a majority of boot camps are like that, and they're really taking advantage of the fact that of accelerated learning, of that you can get this high paying 6-figure salary job within 4 months of coming to this boot camp, but they're not really caring after. They're just going to give you that certificate at the end, not really care that you had a tutor help you the whole way, and not even help you the whole way, like do it for you. You feel me? And not equipping you with this certificate. And now we got people at the companies who really don't even understand coding, to be honest, because their first day at a coding class, they just saw syntax, and from there they kept seeing syntax and never really understood what the point of coding was. And so I would say going the bootcamp way is smooth. It is smooth if you understand that, okay, I'm going to go there and get syntax, and I need to do a lot of learning on the outside, because they're not going to be doing a lot of that connecting. They're going to be feeding me the syntax and trying to get these projects done, while what you need as a human is these connections to make logical sense, right? And when we make those connections, that's how we store things. If we can't make connections, we can't store those things. And so that's what I just say. Caution yourself when you're looking for the boot camp. Look for the right one. Look for one that's gonna look through it. Look through the reviews. Look what the people saying. Like, they got honest reviews. People be going in on these boot camps for real, and then some of them are real good. They break it down. One of them that's real good is the Street Coders one. I just got a new follower as we was here, but the Street Coders one, I got a Street Coders boot camp coming out soon. We teaching people how to program, and we doing accelerated learning. It's like 2 months to 3 months to get a job. Then we have the ones that 2 to 3 day seminars if you want to learn a new concept. Like, say you want to learn like back-end development real quick, just a quick introduction, so then you can go on from the introduction and do more. We have those little 3-day boot camps, so you want to learn little bits and pieces about operating systems, you want to learn about networks, like just all of these, and we breaking it down to a humanistic perspective so that you can make these connections and logic in a logical sense, and you will realize, like, in 3 days, wow, I just learned way more than I ever did at the universities. That's why I get a lot in my for my tutors, for my sessions. And so I would say, once again, the bootcamp way is a smooth way. I will always say go to you just gonna have to be self-taught at the end of the day. And so, like, if you go to university way, you might have to be self-taught at the end of the day, because they're gonna teach it the boot camp way, or the boot camp way is actually teaching it the university way. And so you're gonna have to be self-taught at the end of the day. So just know that regardless you go, most likely you're gonna have to do some self-teaching. You're gonna have to take some responsibility on your own learning. I'm gonna just pause with the computer science shit. You're gonna have to take a lot of responsibility with your learning until you can find you someone who will break it down amazingly. Oh wait, you found my channel. Tap in. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll get with y'all in the next video. Bootcamp, Street Coder, University. What do you take? Street Coder. Peace.